With Q1 coming to an end, Instagram has released a lot of Instagram updates, including story likes, new updates to the poll sticker, live moderators, and a brand new editing feature right within the Reels app, along with an insight directly from Instagram all about hashtags. I'll be giving you a full rundown on these updates, along with tips on how to leverage these new features. If you're new to my channel, I'm an Instagram strategist and I really help small business owners shine on Instagram with a strategy that is overwhelm free. So let's dive right into today's video. Let's start with the Instagram story updates with my favorite feature, sticker update that has literally ever happened that we have just been waiting for. And this is an update to the very loved poll sticker. So before you could either do 2 different poll options with around 20 characters per option, but now you can have a multiple choice poll with up to 40 characters per line and up to 4 poll options. Engagement stickers are such a great way to drive interaction on your stories and bring people into your content and have them actively engaging. And polls are one of the easiest ways to do this because all people need to do is tap and pick an option to be a part of it. My tip for you when using engagement stickers like this poll sticker is be sure to use them wherever conversation would feel really natural, where people can be a part of that story. And also try to use it in one of your first few story slides of the day to drive your engagement for the rest of the day. I think it's important to kind of give a distinction on how the new poll sticker is different than the quiz sticker, because for a long time, people were using the quiz sticker as a makeshift multiple choice option. But now, if you happen to have both, I know a lot of people have been losing their quiz sticker, some people still have it. Essentially, a poll sticker is to vote and to tally up votes with a percentage. But with the quiz, this is essentially where there is one correct answer and all the other options are incorrect. So the poll sticker is really great for people to agree or disagree on content, kind of like this or that. It's also great for polling feedback and getting ideas from your audience or having them vote on something like maybe your next product or a name of your offer. But the quiz sticker is really great for guessing maybe upcoming launch dates or upcoming launch names. Also for teasing what's coming, like new content or products, or just for simply quizzing your audience on what is a correct thing related to information or education you might be sharing on your platform related to your industry. So either pause this video or right when you're done watching, go use a poll. It is such an easy way to drive engagement on your stories. And another story update is story likes. So you can now receive private likes on your stories. So they aren't publicly facing likes like on feed content, but people, when they're viewing your stories, they can simply press the heart icon and you'll see hearts start to flow up and down your stories when they get likes. So not only does it make you just feel really great as a creator and a brand and kind of see what content your audience is really enjoying, it also will really help with interactions, engagement, and the Instagram stories algorithm. Like any social media algorithm, engagement metrics like likes definitely affect how it performs and how it is boosted in front of more of your followers more consistently. So this is just a really great way to get more engagement on your stories and to boost those story views, but also it's gonna declutter your DMs a little bit. With the ability to react to a story with an emoji, there sometimes isn't a conversation that can be had if someone just does a hard eyes at your stories. So the ability that they can just like it versus cluttering up your DMs really kind of cleans out your DMs, which I am very, very grateful for. So before we get into the live and Reels update, I want to kind of give you a little bit of a news brief update directly from Instagram and their CEO. So hashtags have been a very, very hot topic. I actually just did a video debunking common Instagram myths where I talked a lot about my take on hashtags, and it definitely was supported by this new update that Instagram shared. So essentially, they shared that if you're using hashtags on specifically content like Reels, it really really doesn't drastically increase your reach. It doesn't actually affect it negatively or positively at all. This really goes along with what we've just seen over the past few years with the platform changing so much and hashtags just not being as important as they used to. I know as a former social media manager, hashtag strategy used to be the first thing I would do for clients, but now I don't even use hashtags at all unless I'm like doing a brand partnership or creating, actually I like literally never use hashtags. But what they did explain is that hashtags do help Instagram essentially know what that content is about, but Instagram has also just gotten really smart. There's keywords, there's search, there's so many other ways for Instagram to categorize what your content is about that hashtags, they don't hurt your content, but they really aren't worth your time and energy. Focus that time and energy on just really great content. And just making sure the keywords that you would use with hashtags, that you're just incorporating that into your captions. Okay, now on to the brand new live update. There has been so many incredible updates to lives, the ability to schedule your lives, the ability to actually have your scheduled lives live in your profile. And I actually did a full video on how I go live, what the interface looks like, how to use practice mode, literally everything you need to know to be a pro at going live. And so be sure to watch that video if you're like, okay, I'm sold on lives. And a new feature that you can essentially leverage in your lives is this moderator function. So essentially when you're going live, you can add someone as a moderator that's on the live with you. This is essentially to make sure that any harmful comments, spammy accounts that are just cluttering up your comment section or saying things that are inappropriate are easily removed. And once you end your live stream, you can actually see what are the actions that that moderator took in case there was any other action steps that you want to take. This is definitely not surprising with Instagram really focusing on how can they make Instagram a safer place for content creators. And I'm definitely a fan of this update, especially if you have bigger audiences or you find that your live topics maybe result in things that you maybe don't want people saying or attracting people you don't want on your lives. And now on to the final update in this roundup. It is to Instagram Reels. So essentially what you can do is you can now extract an audio from a video and you can add it directly within the native Reels editor. So I actually have been doing this inside my favorite editing tool, InShot, for quite some time. Essentially, if I see something that I really want to leverage, like maybe on TikTok, or even if I see it on Reels and I maybe want to edit it a little bit further in an outside app, I will then take a screen share of that video and then I will essentially extract the audio from it and edit my clips and video to it, or do the voiceover, the lip sync, the trend, whatever it is. So now you don't have to use an outside app to do this. You can do this directly within the Instagram app. And the primary reason why you would even do this is essentially you want to use a trend on TikTok. You maybe can't find it. So you want to just start the trend on your own. My tip here, if you're using this functionality, is go to rename your Reels audio, either what the trend is about, like what the audio is saying or what you want to do in that trend, or give credit to where the trend originated from. This will increase the chances that people will save your audio and use it in the future versus just keeping it as your username. And one last Reels update is text to speech. So if you write out a section of text, you can go to tap that text and click text to speech, and that will then have you choose a few different voice options where it will essentially say that text where you have it starting on your reel. So I did it specifically in this reel, and it's a really great way to not only create content that's a lot more accessible to people, but it also is just something you can kind of play around with how you're editing your content. Breaking news when it comes to Reels, there's actually new ways that you can edit your Reels footage right within the native editor. It's getting a lot more intuitive and a lot easier to use. You can now reorder, trim, delete your Reels clips right within the Reels editor. And breaking news on hashtags. There's a new hashtag experience that Instagram CEO Adam Mosseri announced literally this week. There's essentially these new hashtag experiences where you can follow and easily know how to support social movements like hashtag Black Lives Matter. Instead of there being a ton of hashtags and really being unsure of how to support and learn more about these types of social movements, there's an entire new experience on that hashtag which clearly shows you how to support and be a part of it, which I'm a fan of. I love it. Okay, well that is a wrap on all the Instagram updates. I'm curious, which one are you most excited for? I am just obsessed with this new poll functionality. I know I'm gonna be using it a ton on my stories and can't wait to hear which one you're going to leverage. And be sure to check out my tutorials on how to use Reels and Lives if you're wanting to dive a lot deeper into the specific Instagram surfaces that I covered in this video. I will see you next time.